Hello, Mike. This is another recording to show you where I am with the site. I feel like we're pretty close here. I wanted to show you each section of the site. I wanted to point out where we still need some content and also get your feedback regarding what we have so far. So this is the home page. Again, the slider isn't rolling yet. That's not a big deal. I'll work on that with the new photos that you sent me in the Dropbox soon. I wanted to point out I now have included some quotes from the letters of recommendation on the sidebar on each page. It would be good if you had some more letters that I could pull additional quotes from. Because I've pretty much used the quotes that are found in the references section, and if I could have more, I think it would be good, just to show folks that there's more than just those references that we've listed so far. So this is the home page. Part of the home section is the sitemap. Again, the sitemap's important for Google's indexing purposes. Back to the home page. I resized this part of the banner a little bit today to make it scale a little bit better. I don't want to scale it because I'm doing this recording right now, and that'll kind of mess it up a little bit. But anyway, off to the About section. There's a history section that I pretty much pulled from the other the previous website. You'll notice all the graphics I cleaned up. All the graphics I included a TMR colored drop shadow under them all. I cleaned this newspaper up quite a bit, and then for some of these things, if you click on it, you can actually get to the graphic in a PDF format. Again, here's this is the text from one of the recommendation letters. The safety record is an area that I do not have any text for, and that's something I'm going to need some text from you in order to complete this page. The other page that I do not have text complete, or I don't have text for, is the philosophy. I'd like to put a good picture here, something that represents philosophy, but I do need some text regarding the philosophy of TMR. Okay, moving on to services. You've seen the menu selections on the left. Here's re-roofing, a link to safety. That's found under 5 reasons. But so there's re-roofing. There's the new roof. This text is taken directly from the previous site. It would be my suggestion to look over it, make sure it's what you want it to say. Anything that you want changed, send to me. The coatings page is here. I'll probably end up having to use this graphic in the slider graphic on the home page, just because I don't have all that many pretty cool photos of the coatings. Inspections. This is the inspections page. I've included some of the reports. Again, this was taken from the previous site. I've included some of the reports just like you did last time. I have a PDF icon here that represents the fact that you'll be clicking out to look at a PDF file. For example, the executive summary looks like this. People can look at it if they so choose. I fixed some of these. For example, I fixed the scaled roof plan graphic just so that it fit a little bit better on the page and didn't look kind of wacky. This is the moisture surveys page. As you instructed, I have a link to the NDS surveys page from here. I put a few graphics in here that look good to me to help them understand a little bit of the non-destructive survey methodology. I don't know if this is what you want, but I did my best there with some graphics to help them understand, and they can always go to the NDS site for more information. Moving on to the repairs, I do have some text for repairs and a graphic that I think shows you pretty good, gives people an idea of what a repair might look like. But this is the same text from the previous site. And in the previous site, we had preventative maintenance and repairs on the same page. Now we have that broken out. And consequently, I do not have any text for preventative maintenance. Frankly, I don't think this is probably preventative maintenance. It's probably a re-roof. But I didn't really have a graphic that I thought was great for that. Anyway, that's the basic look for the services. The next section we'll look at is 5 reasons. I included the text that you sent me. I took all the graphics that you gave me, modified them if I needed to. In this case, I didn't need to modify anything except make sure that the page filled the person's browser window when they clicked on it. I included some of the photos that you sent me for this section, some of the training, and some of the fleet, which is associated with efficiency. I reformatted some of the documents that you sent me just to have the color associated with the site, the TMR blue. The equipment I did the same kind of thing for. I kind of cleaned this up a little and made it end up on one page so people wouldn't have to flip through a couple pages. I took the smartphone graphics that you sent me. I merged them into one page. People can hopefully get some idea of the fact that somebody gets a dispatch on their phone, and the person in the office can look at where folks are dispatched on a given day at a given time. Let's see. So that's the 5 reasons section. Everything that you sent me is included within this section, the 5 reasons section. Go ahead and look through it. Let me know if I've missed something. This is the portfolio section. Moving on to, notice this information changed on the left. I did what I hope you said. I tried to do exactly what you said. All these photographs were retouched. A good example of this Excella Health building, there were a bunch of houses behind it. I got rid of them by putting trees in the background. I adjusted all the levels if things were underexposed or overexposed. I tried to get them halfway decent looking. And people scroll through and they get an idea of the kind of work that TMR can do. Where necessary, for example, with St. Sylvester's here, I had to crop some of the building in order to make that square graphic. Of course, I had to crop a lot of these photos, but I tried to save the information that I thought was most relevant. Although I'm not a roofing professional, I tried to do my best there. These are not, we can't click anywhere and go anywhere. I don't think that's a problem. I think it really conveys the nature of your business from convenience stores all the way to huge factory roofs. So I think we're good there. This is the references section. I tried to pull out text that I thought was particularly important or relevant from each letter of recommendation you sent me. I made a thumbnail image, used the TMR drop shadow. All these letters of recommendation were cleaned up. If they were photocopies and looked bad, I tried to clean them up. A good example of that is this Paul Baird letter, which must have been faxed to you. I took out all the bad dots and yucky stuff that I could. And so if somebody wants to read the complete letter, they can. here's the Conemaugh Township letter. You get the idea there. I think this is a pretty effective section. If people want to read the letter, they can. If they don't, they can read these outtakes from the letters. Okay, so moving on to the contact section of the site. I included the most relevant contact information. I don't think you really need a whole lot more. I thought about putting driving directions there, but my guess is most people never visit your town and your business. But I put the mailing address and kind of the same stuff we had before. I did make a quick map to show folks where Toscano-Mare Roofing is relative to, say, Greensburg and the Turnpike. I tried to get those things in. I wanted to get Indiana and Pittsburgh, but it just, in order to see the city names, I had to crop the map this way. Okay, so that's the contact section, or the contact page. Within that section is the information request page. That looks like this. This is where we ask people to contact you via the web. I modified this to include the things that you wanted me to. I changed this drop-down list as well. Name, first name, last name, email, phone number. Very simple. Would not take somebody a long time to do it. The only thing I did think about was a small section for notes. And if you'd like, I can modify the form and replace the form in this page. Okay? But basically, this is what somebody'd fill out. And you've already received a report that would come to you via email through this page. Now, this is a big deal. One of the most important things, if you look on the left-hand side here where my pointer is, one of the most important things in this website is the idea that we can get people to this page, the inquiry form. And what I've thought is I would create a graphic that looks something like this. This is just a rough draft, but I'd put it on every page. So no matter where people were on the left-hand side, they could click on this and come to the roofing inquiry form or information request form, okay? If you could give me feedback on that, that would be great. Now, there's two graphics in this case, this is just a sample, that are kind of flashing. I'm not sure I'm wild about that. If I was going to have something flashing, I would probably just want one, and I would probably want this because I think this is probably a little bit more important. Knowing you can sell a roof if you can just talk to the people. So I'd like your opinion about these two things. I would put this on every page, including the home page, and this would allow people to get to the contact form, which you have stated previously is a very important concept, and I totally agree with that. That pretty much brings it to a close. I'm going to load this up to YouTube. I'll send you an email as soon as it's up there. I'm pretty much ready to roll this thing out. I can tell you this is my time tracking software. Right now, it looks like I've worked about 47 hours. Well, exactly 47 hours according to this, just to let you know. I can roll it out, but I really would like to make sure we have text for those couple sections. And probably the most important thing, after your general feeling for the site, is it okay? Is this idea over here? Is this what we want? How do you want that? Just let me know about that. Okay, thanks, man. Bye.